Hey guys, welcome to Meet the Shoe. I am Sade.
I'm Nina.
Shackle History Unleashed. So, Danina, today um, we're talking about the Young Thug and them case again here,
Mhm,
but it's been some new information going on
mhm.
with the attorneys. What did you find out, girl?
So the attorney for Young Thug is Nicole
Vegan?
Fagan. Is that how you say her
Hmm.
name?
Yeah, I think
And
that's it.
she is an attorney that marks herself on Instagram with gang signs, guns, and tattoos.
So she
So
has
that's on her Instagram. Gang signs,
what?
guns, and tattoos. Yes.
So
Yeah.
how she's pretty young. She's a young lady, right? Excuse me,
Yeah,
in her 30s or something, right?
she's 34 years old.
Yeah,
The
she's young.
prosecutors, which is um she had
Fannie
to
Will.
testify, Fani Willis, she had to testify for herself in the case against Trump. Trump accusing her of charges. We'll discuss that
Right.
further in the episode. But
Hmm.
so Nicole is one of those attorneys that everybody supposedly runs to get.
Right.
Um, she is being charged with um, accused of, let me say, not charged. I guess. Well, I guess that's
The
uh,
charges, yeah.
prosecutor accuses Nicole Fagan of tipping off gang members who
Hmm.
wasn't her client that there was a warrant out for his arrest. So
Right.
they said that she would like drop little hints, to people in the hood. Now she is an Atlanta-based attorney, so
They
she
said
has
she's a
lots
pretty.
of
They
ties.
said she's a pretty good attorney before she became a celebrity attorney. That she's a
Exactly.
pretty good attorney
Right.
for other
She's for the
cases
people.
prior. Hmm.
She's for the people, right?
Yeah.
So, and so someone came up to her and noticed her. What was the funny thing? Somebody put on TikTok. They came up to her and noticed her and asked her, was she, the YSL attorney? And she doesn't look like, you don't look like you would be the type. She says, sometimes I'm shocked myself that I am who I am. And, was
Right.
like making jokes. So they're mad because she's the people's choice, right?
Yes.
And they're stating also that I seen another article that stated that she told one of the defendants that was charged that they need to stop talking on the phone.
Right.
That their phone was tapped.
I
So
mean, you think
there,
something
there,
is anything wrong with that though?
I don't think
When
nothing's
a
wrong
good
with if she's
attorney,
a defense attorney.
right? When a good
So
attorney tell you stay off your phone, stay out of the mix, stay
right,
away from everything. I mean,
right,
I mean, I've seen lawyers tell me, that in the past, I'm saying,
yeah,
uh, just stay out of trouble. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And they
I mean,
might
there's plenty of attorneys that will come and if they like you or they take a liking of you or they know, it's such a small community with criminal cases, whether people believe it or not.
get. Mm-hmm.
The lawyers and the prosecutors go play golf together. Everybody trips off of that. They
Mm-hmm.
they don't take it personal because it's business, right?
Right.
I mean, that's what the court system is. That's what all these systems are, big business, right? So by her contacting maybe one of her friends that was an attorney and she tells, their client, hey, I heard this or that information. They don't like that. They don't like that she would take information that might be within the system that you're supposed to keep and
Right.
inform either her client or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
one of her peers' clients, right? When
Okay.
in actuality, I mean, there's not much of a secret in the court system that you can keep anyway. You know, they say sealed documents, right? And
Right.
there's no sealed documents even in the White House gets out, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Secret Service will put stuff, you got to be quiet about it. And this is information that's been had. And then you start hearing rumors. So there's not too many secrets that, go around anyway that
Right.
people that they're able to keep
Right.
because she didn't do anything wrong by upping one of her peers' clients, And
Right.
even if she told her client, there's nothing wrong with you stating that to keep your mouth shut, keep your
Yeah,
business.
you
What are you saying?
keep your business to
She is a
yourself.
defense attorney.
Hmm.
She's not a prosecutor.
So they charged her. Did she get arrested, or did she have to post bail, or she just had to?
Um,
Was she summoned just to come to court on those charges? Do you know anything about that?
from what I'm reading, don't know if she's been detained. As of 13 hours ago, they're just saying that she has been charged, that she's been charged. I mean, that she's been accused, actually,
Right.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
The attorney was, here's another article that said the attorney who was representing one of the former co-defendants, Young Thug, Atlanta racketeering and organized crime,
Hmm.
is now facing gang charges. They're not even stating the charges that she's being.
Right.
Yeah, I can't
Accused
find
of.
that anywhere.
Hmm.
Nope, can't find it anywhere. So
Maybe. Yeah. It's so much going on with that case that each defense or the prosecution is trying to get someone disbarred or just taken off the case so the whole case can be like a mistrial, which I think a lot of the cases might end up being mistrials because of the conflict of interest on both sides. The Fanny, you know what I'm saying? She is accused of sleeping with the other prosecutor, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And they
she's
said
supposed to be the.
before Trump case and during the Trump case. So he's trying to get her in trouble so he can get his case dismissed.
Now this is Fanny, right?
This is Fannie Willis.
Okay,
Hmm.
so she's the prosecutor, right, for the
Is the
YSL.
prosecutor for the
Okay,
YSL.
so the
YSL
thing
case
the
and
thing
Trump
about
case.
Fanny is that everybody in the system and everybody that's of Congress, they all
Hmm.
said she did well for herself on the stand,
Oh yeah.
even with her hostility, because she was hostile the
Oh,
whole time, right?
the
Okay,
lady, she was
they're
all the
riding. They're riding. Majority of the people are riding for her and with her.
yeah.
The thing about it is because they don't like Trump, and they're mad that as of right now, Trump
Hmm.
is the people's choice for president.
Yeah.
We look what the man did. Okay, you gotta remember, and Fanny was upset at that as well. He took
Right.
his opportunity, and what did he do? Capitalize. He released um 1,000 gym shoes, right?
Gold Trump gym shoes.
Trump
Yeah.
gym shoes. Sold all of them for 300-400. Each pair was sold for $300 or $400. That paid off something.
Yeah, it
He
did.
only released 1,000. Every single one of them is gone. The man is, I
Wow.
mean,
He
he's a
is a
genius when it
genius.
comes to marketing. He's a
Yes,
genius,
yes, he
and he
is.
wants to run the United States as a business,
A business.
as they've been acting as doing so anyway,
Yeah,
right?
most definitely.
And he wants to change a lot of things that they've been doing as far as national, international, with currency exchange, because what are they trying to do? Diminish the
The
American
dollar,
dollar. By
which they
the
should.
American dollar being the highest, all these other countries are coming together against us
Yeah,
to
and
change, to make their currency be higher than
better.
us.
Which is, I don't think it shouldn't happen, but
I mean, what are we doing? What can you do to change that? It has to be everybody on the same court and not flip flop. When
right,
people get together, they'll say they're on one team, and then it'd be a whole nother thing behind your back. So
exactly.
that's what Trump is going through right now, where the people
Hmm.
on his legal team, they stood with him, and they were supposedly having his back.
And they
They
didn't.
turned on him, but he
Yeah, they
keeps
did.
showing up, and he keeps showing up, and he keeps showing up,
Hmm.
to where he didn't get to be the most important person on the presidency, election, that nomination or whatever is, as we see it, right?
Hmm.
Why
Right.
would his numbers are that high for a reason? And as far as Fannie Willis, um, I didn't know that it was actually illegal for her to have sex with or mess with. Isn't the guy on the same team as her?
Yes, yes, it's still
So
in the
so the
prosecutor's office.
right. So the her
I didn't know
father.
it's a conflict of interest dating somebody in your own company, no
Yeah,
business
it's
anyway.
not like
I
she
didn't think
dated the defense side. She dated the same
right,
side as
the
her.
same side, right? It's
The
weird
the
because
thing about it too is they tried to make it like she was a trick.
did they, girl?
Yeah, they said that she took money. You could take
The
your own money and spend your money the way you want to
You
spend
want
your
to
money.
spend it. Talking about, yeah, you were spending your money on trips and flights and stuff. And
And
lady,
she said that she was, and they were paid for it in cash because her dad taught her, which all black families usually do, you are to have 6 months ahead.
yeah,
And you got a lot of cash sitting up in the house. Well, now she ain't gonna have no lot of cash no more
no. And then
because
they had the nerve to ask for her address on a court docket. You seen that?
no, I
They
didn't.
wanted her. You know how when you're in court, they say, state your full name
Yeah,
and your address,
yeah.
maybe your date of birth. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That stuff should be private.
All of it's private,
You know what I'm
especially with
saying?
especially with this
Her
makes I think
position.
the 2 year anniversary of, or I shouldn't say anniversary of, that judge who somebody that she had gave a sentence to in her
Mhm.
lifetime came to her door and killed her son.
Right.
Yeah, so
So she's
for
like,
that act, they're not supposed to state their address. Their address are supposed to
no.
be hidden and not shown, you know?
Right. And not even girl, I don't know what they doing. That whole court is like kangaroo court.
Yeah.
I mean, it just don't make any sense. A fiasco. Like everybody in the zoo just
Yeah,
clowning around
that is.
for nothing.
I mean, um, today they played a recording of Thugger, a person
Hmm.
stating that Thug was the one that shot somebody in front of her house. It was a recording from 2013.
In front of who
This
house?
in front of a woman's house. They just had a
Okay.
recording in the court of the woman with the 911 officer
Okay.
stating that Thugger was the one that killed somebody at her house. See, this is what I'm saying.
It's
This is
hearsay.
there's a but here's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that's coming to um, the police station and telling the police station of incidents back then. That's why Fanny put these charges against him, because she thinks that he's some notorious person, right?
Right.
Now, we're not stating that people should, that especially if you're murdering people, they should get away with it. But the
No.
way this trial is going, it looks like it's all trumped up. We don't know if Thugger did it or not, or what's going on,
Right.
or what the team of people that are YSL members, what they've done. But we do know for this case, y'all don't got enough evidence for it to look like it's
The-
sticking from the
yeah.
people. The
For
people
it
want
be
to
a
know,
conviction for the jury.
right? We want to know what, as it being a this case, right, built around it.
Hmm.
Um, is it the proper charges that you're charging? Because you're saying murder. Do you
And
have the
it's not.
proper evidence? And the jury is going. The jury has to be just distraught and devastated, because if I'm not understanding, I'm believing that the jury has to stick around, like while this trial drags out into next year,
Yes.
probably, right?
So yeah, being a juror
Mm-hmm.
is can be taxing, difficult. I mean, you don't get paid. You have to be off work. They're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna give you the equivalent wages that you make at your job to sit on
Okay.
jury.
Okay.
It's crazy. You got to report there. You got to be in at their
What
beck and
time in the morning do you gotta be, like 5
like eight
a.m.?
o'clock in the morning, 7. It depends. You know what I'm saying? Until
And then
court
it could
ends.
drag to 10 o'clock at night. I do remember
Yes.
that. Hmm.
Yeah, especially when it's time to read the verdict and all that stuff. They're there all day until somebody say, okay, hung jury or mistrial or guilty or not guilty. They're there
Wow.
for days, hours, depending on
Wow.
how hard the crime
Pros-
is. But they're
All
trying
right.
to say murder. I don't think he would be
Well,
found
that's what she
guilty or
said. The lady
burned.
said that he murdered someone in front of her house, and the guy jumped up and said, I mean, I guess wherever this lady's house is,
Hmm.
said that it was Thugger that did it.
Is she really sure it's Thug? A lot of people
I
say
mean,
something.
she didn't
You know,
actually see nothing. She didn't see. She was whispering, trying to get over to the side and
right? And
call the
you're,
police, right? And
mm-hmm,
told them that she couldn't talk loud because she didn't know, if he heard her or not. She was in danger of her life or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. All
well,
these all these situations to where these legal
mhm.
authorized people can have personal vendettas against the person and bring up charges just from out the blue. And
Yeah,
we're 2 years overload and
them people tired. I'm
wasting
telling you,
away
the
at life.
jury is about to say not guilty. That's what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah, but even if so you think about it and it's like, okay, Thugger been in there for 2 years now. His time ain't up.
Right. Denise said his time ain't up, girl. Look,
I mean, it
look,
seems as
look.
though it should be.
You know what? I can say one thing for him. He
Hmm.
holding on strong, baby.
Man,
Because,
he got
baby,
fat.
being in the county
Yeah, he's
ain't
fat.
nothing nice.
He's fat too.
Is he, girl? I haven't even looked on that whole poor thing. But you know, that being in the county is the worst time to be. I mean, oh God, you can't go nowhere. You in a cell,
Hmm.
no sunlight. No,
None.
you can't look out the window at no activity. You know what I'm saying? You pale as hell, malnutrition, girl. Mm-mm,
Yeah. I mean,
mm-mm.
a lot of these people,
Some
these
people, but
attorneys,
most of the people give up in county. I
right?
ain't gonna lie. Ninety
These
percent of the
people,
people say, "Forget, I'm gonna fold a plead guilty and go ahead and do this time in the state because the state time is much more easier than doing jail time just in the county."
yeah. So they said she is currently on a warrant charging her with criminal solicitation to commit
Mm.
the offense of tampering with evidence.
Okay, yeah, tampering with evidence would be tipping off the
Yep.
gang members.
Yep.
Yep, that could be part
And
of
so
tampering.
what?
And
How
you
much
don't know how much
time?
time does tampering with witness hold? Because some
I
people
don't
say
know how
10,
much.
20.
I'm gonna check that out.
Depends on if it's state or federal. It could be 10, 20, 20 years tamper with a witness or tamper with evidence. I'm sorry. It depends. Tampering with a witness is probably 10, 20. Tampering with
So
evidence is probably
tampering,
5.
tampering, tampering. Girl, they with a witness you said versus
Tampering with evidence.
evidence. Okay. Look, it said a felony.
Yeah, that's a felony, girl.
The title of Section 1512 of the Title 18 constitutes a broad prohibition
Mm-hmm.
against tampering with the witness, victim of, or an informant. Ew. It describes
Mm,
conduct to attend illegitimately affect the presentation of evidence in federal proceedings for the
right.
communication of information to federal law enforcement.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, and then it says which acts may be classified as witness intimidation. Okay. In addition to over threat, including threats of any kind of harm to the body,
Mm.
violence, or other harm, it includes implying threats as well as emotional and manipulation. So,
Oh. Well,
um, I mean,
they
so
trying to get her off
tampering,
that case. They know she doing good. They trying to get her off that case
yeah.
because she doing something right.
I mean, she is, but she's also causing problems. Attempts
Nicole.
to censor a person to provide false information concerning a crime to law enforcement authorities. Okay, that's tampering with witness. I said tampering with evidence. They keep showing me with evidence. They don't really have nothing for.
Witness, but evidence. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean tampering, excuse me, with witness versus evidence. So I keep saying that tampering with evidence. So I guess a person is a witness, you know. It keeps going back to the witness versus just the evidence. So
oh
yeah,
man.
but okay, so I
Well,
would I think that far as back to Fani Willis, I think that Fani is gonna beat her situation. She's not worried about anything.
yeah, she's not worried about it. Not at
Yeah.
all.
She's
But
not, and she now it's causing a rift though, probably in between her and her relationship with the guy,
yeah.
because now people are trying to take a like a deeper look into things, because for real, because they're black, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When white people do this all the time, I
All the
mean
time.
it is what it is, right? That we don't hear about it.
No.
Well, usually hear about it until maybe somebody goes crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody goes crazy, then okay, that's when we gonna hear about it. But I don't think that
Okay.
Fannie
You said
Willis,
somebody go crazy.
yeah, I don't think that Fannie Willis has a problem with
Yeah.
any of the questions or nothing that's going on. So
Mm-hmm.
that concludes our Wednesday, y'all. Thank you for tuning
Thank
in, and
you.
catch up with us on Friday. Peace out.
Yes. Thank you, guys.